Hello, once again, Roboslayer10 here. Okay, that was a terrible intro. Hi guys, this is Roboslayer10, and for Lua tutorials, not to waste any time, let's get right down to the bone. Okay, where we left off, we were on baseplate and parts, and just games, children, yada yada yada, etc. You get the point. If you haven't seen the last ones, you should go back and see it. Otherwise, you're going to be pointlessly lost. Probably. If you have any experience, you know what I'm talking about, but yes. Okay. So we just said that you can have true or false called a bool value. You can have it, see true, false, true, false, true, false. It's true right now. So this won't move if we press the play button. Now to get on with it, part equals game.workspace.part. What is that? This is called a variable. A variable is a shortcut of sorts, and where instead of having to do like game.workspace.part to anchored equals true, game.workspace.part, instead of having to type all that all the time, we can make a shortcut of saying game.workspace.part and just say part.anchored equals true. It just takes all that and puts that in its place. Makes it so much simpler. Then if you're wondering why can't you just say part.anchored? Oh, that's terrible. So why can't you just say part.anchored? Is that part equals true? Part game.workspace.anchored. Well, that won't work because it is a property. You cannot change it. You cannot set a variable to its property. You can set it to position. Okay, let me just say correction. You can set it as a variable, but you cannot change that variable. You can set it as a variable, but you cannot change it. So you can say part equals game.workspace.anchored. So I hope I'm saying this right. Its value is true. The anchored value is true. So this would come up true. But you cannot change it unless you just say part, and then you just have to say part.anchored equals true. Now, as for setting the variables, you can say pos is game.workspace.part.position. So that's another variable it has. See the position right here. Game.workspace.part.position. Print pos. Now, if you're wondering what print is, if you say print high, classic, print high. Let's just put this on pause for a second. The double bar line, this thing, makes it it makes it not read the lines it has here. So that's an FYI. Print high, play. High. Can you see this down here? I hope you can. Excuse me. So it says hi right down here if you couldn't read that. If you said print hello world, there you go. Play hello world. Okay, so that's print. If you wanted to say print hello world, that will not work because it is not a syntax. A string, sorry, not syntax. Forget what I said. String. It has to be a string in order to be, and in order it has to read it as text. Strings are marked using the double quotations, or you can use double apostrophes, as long as you have a string between it. Now you can have something set as a string, say text equals hi. So we have here text as set as a variable of hi. Now you're wondering, variables are worked as this? No, not always. You can have text be hi, you can say number equals 0. You can have all that. These are all variables. Numbers equals 0, number equals 1, because 0 plus 1 is 1. You can have number equals 3 plus 1 is 4, number equals 4. You can have a whole bunch of, you can set variables to practically anything. Text is a string, because it's a hi. It says hi, it has a string, and it has 2 quotation marks. Pos, that's position, that is a variable for the part. You can have the part itself be a variable, so you can change it. You can't now, if you were to say print the text, it doesn't have any quotation marks, so it won't work, right? Wrong. It says hi right here. Exclamation point. With an exclamation point. It's hi. It's because it is set to this variable. I hope this understands. So if I said print hello, how are you? Question mark. And then you say text 2 equals fine, thanks. Oh, whoops. Nope. Okay. So we have text equals text 2, and then we want to say print text, wait 1 second, print text 2. It will go print hello, how are you? Wait a second, print fine, thanks. Let's check it. Hello, how are you? Fine, thanks. Yeah. It's one of those things where you just put 2 and 2 together. Literally, 2. But you're wondering, how can I make that all in one line? Well, you can make hi, hello, how, then you have the end here, and then you want to say continue it. Let's say, are you, like this. How do you join two of them? Well, you can put it in a table, which will go on much later, or you can just go text, and then you go ... text 2. Okay? What this does is actually get rid of the space and put a space here. It just joins two strings. You have text, which is hello, how, and then it has a space. Then it has text 2 ... how are you? So it'll be hello, how are you? Tongue twister. Sort of. So this ... basically connects whatever string you have in the middle of the sentence with whatever variable. So you have ... there is the number set as number. So what do you think this will do? Text, space, text 2, ... there is a number set as, then you have ... number. It goes to the variable, which is 0. So we can press play. Fine, hello, how are you? There's a number set as 0. So it just basically refers back to a variable. So, and then we have ... there is a part named ... part. This part refers back to this variable, gained or workspace part. Now what do you think will happen? Incorrect. It says workspace script line 9, attempt to concentrate global part, user data value. If you see something red, that's bad, very bad. That means the script won't work. That means there's something wrong with this. So it says a user data value. This is a user data value. It says it's part as a variable. So the part as a variable won't work because that's not its name. If you can't just say it is a part, you have to have what its name is. Its name, so you have to set it part.name. So it goes work gained or workspace.part.name. This is a syntax. So, because it's not... Why do I want to say syntax? It's not a syntax. It is a string. So it is a string right here. The name is a string. So you want to say there's a part named part. No, it has to be part.name because it is a string. But then you're like, whoa, this number here is a number. You can't just say it's a number instead of like a part, like a user data value. It has to be a string. Yes, that's how it used to be. It used to be called a to-number function that made a number into a string. But Roblox got rid of that, or actually didn't get rid of it. They just said that it'd be easier just to have it as a text. I think. Don't say that. Oh boy, there's so much terminology that I don't know. It's just basics. Okay, so we have this here, part named. Okay, so let's just delete all this. Now, part, print part dot position. So if you're wondering what position is, if you just watch the last tutorial and you understand. I've only got 20 seconds left, so let me say this. Print 90.50076.148.540. Hopefully you can read that. That prints its position. Its position is also a syntax, but it only be changed with numbers. Oh crud, I gotta go. See you later. Roblox Layer 10 out. Ciao.